From my slight impression of the little that I know, or little that I've heard about Buddhism, generally it sounds reasonable to me. I really feel that, well, for one thing, it's been said that Buddhism can be seen as much as being a philosophy as being a religion, depending, some people consider it completely philosophy and not a religion at all. And my impression, even though I couldn't tell you specifically what Buddhism's about, my impression about it is that it's generally reasonable, and essentially it's very much a philosophical approach, and not a set of dogma or doctrines, but just an encouragement for people to think and to question. And see, there's a difference, perhaps the main difference in definitions. Philosophy. Now, philosophy is something that's supposed to encourage people to question. And religion, what gets called religion, tends to become that which discourages people from questioning. How's that for a distinction? How's that for a definition to distinguish? The difference between being encouraged to question and being discouraged from questioning. That may sum up the distinction between philosophy and religion. And when we start to, so there are times that that you can think of various things that are not officially considered religions, but you can think of them as kind of a religion, or people have a religious attitude. For instance, anything. Baseball can be thought of as a religion to some people who take it religiously, who get fanatical about it, whose whole lives revolve around baseball, who can't miss a game, who are actually ready to kill anybody who supports the other team. Then it becomes very much a religion. I see flags as a religion. There are fucking millions of people here who worship fucking flags, and their whole lives revolve around flags, and they spend their whole lives planting flags everywhere they go. You just walk down the street and look in every little... Who are the people planting... You go down to the main park, it's not just that there's one flag. There might be a flagpole in the middle of the park, and then around the base of the flagpole there's like dozens of little flags. Who the fuck goes around planting all these dozens of little flags all over the place? And they're not allowed to sit out there getting old looking. They're always new, so somebody's always going back and replacing them. Some fucking veterans committee or something is going around placing flags all the time. I mean, it has to be a full-time occupation for some people. Their lives fucking revolve around the flag, and then it's all about, ooh, the thing mustn't touch the ground, or else you'll have to kill yourself. And oh my god, and don't let you touch the ground, piece of cloth, and the whole fucking, it's a fucking religion, this fucking flag shit. So, and yeah, we don't speak of the major religions of the world. People don't discuss that. It's not like there's a recognized Bible or Church of the Flag. Although you could almost consider schools a Church of the Flag, in which they try to indoctrinate kids from the time they enter with the fucking stupid pledge of bullshit, and put your hand over your heart and blah 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 blah, and you better say under God, or else you're going to get in trouble, even though it's a violation of the First Amendment of the Constitution, for which the flag is supposedly representing. that you're supposedly pledging to. But that's a whole other. Okay, so that's about religion, and I think if we define religion as any kind of set of doctrines or a set of beliefs or thoughts or participation, activities and participation that discourages questioning, you might find that this does apply very much to the flag religion, to the people who participate and promote this flag religion. Look at the element of discouragement of questioning. You'll see it very prominent in the flag religion, and I think we might be onto something with the definition of religion, because the word religion is thrown around and people argue and fight about, well, what is a religion, what isn't a religion. Anyhow, back to the original subject, Buddhism, whether it is or isn't a religion. Yeah, no, I mean, as far as I can tell, Buddhism is generally a philosophy more than a religion. That it is basically designed to encourage people to question and to think for themselves, supposedly or hopefully, or at least that's what I want to get out of it, want to hear from it. But there's one, as I listen to people talking about Buddhism, at a certain point it starts to get a little bit on my nerves. Not because it's a religious thing. Like, some religious things get on my nerves, like people talking about God wants you to do this and God wants you to do that, and that gets annoying and irritating because it's fucking stupid, and the notions of who God is are fucking stupid. Buddhism doesn't seem to really have that sort of, well, the Buddha was an incarnation of God, but it wasn't like he's God and you're mortal and he created you, because the Buddha was just like you, and you have every bit as much potential of being the next Buddha as the previous Buddha. There isn't just one Buddha. Buddha is many, many people over many centuries. All the time there's always new Buddhas. So Buddha's kind of just a metaphor. It's not like saying, oh, the Buddha is, Buddha is Allah. It's not the same thing. What kind of seems to get on my nerves about Buddhism, though, is they're saying, okay, well, you have to recognize that life is suffering. That's the basic problem to deal with, is that life is suffering, and so you can learn to somehow accept suffering, or embrace suffering, or ignore suffering, or some shit like that. That's what you have to do, and at a certain point I want to say, fuck this stupid shit.